Got Jaquetta, Mike Burton, and Joe Madison. A little higher toss, just a little higher. Yeah. Jaquetta.
Probably not.
The toss was it was straight, but a little short of height.
That time was, I don't know. I thought I saw him come in the gym.
You didn't see him. Did he just get here?
But don't you call and be like,
I would have. A rotation. Okay, now he's back.
who's on the baseline?
Joe Madison.
Oh, yeah. Joe.
Joe, we got to have the 4 points of the NCAA.
We didn't talk about that yet.
Oh, you didn't? Okay. All good.
He should have hit his whistle, though, because he's the lead administering throwing.
Correct.
So it should have been a woo and bounce.
Yes. On that last play, Mike Burton called a foul. Joe, you were the lead. And lead should have been, the lead, Joe should have the throw in because it was free throw line down.
Put that off for a second. Cover that up. For like you as a coordinator and Al's log and actually watch it. Like so they can like you guys can see like Joe never looks at it. Don't you want to know if they actually are like with the website, because if they're doing all this on the game, they have to log in to see it.
But our coordinator was talking about that. Over the course of time, they call it a football win. You guys see every time they put his spot in.
So right now, when it shows that I log in, but it doesn't show how long I'm here for. So I can literally go click, exit, click, exit, click, exit, click, exit, and it'll show to you to everybody that I was there.
And the time.
Oh, it will tell you the time.
That's what they want.
But not now, because people are doing that. Yeah, I did it. Click, 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 click.
Oh yeah, that's been brought up. So okay. Joe had the foul on the baseline. It looks like you're thinking about something. Take your time. Make sure the players are there. Nothing's going to happen. Now the coach has questioned you.
It just needs also, I don't know what happened. It needs to be more believable.
Yes, and
It needs to be more emphatic, like, illegal, and point the other way.
you got to sell the call.
Control foul, just so that there was a lot of what just happened.
You nonchalantly made a mechanical gesture about a foul.
And then he ended up at the table.
And then basically you kind of walked through it.
Well, the mechanics were all wrong because he ended up at the table.
Correct.
You should have just reported it
And stay there and go down.
That's being picky.
Correct.
Yeah, just he goes. Give him a reason to get rid of you.
Correct. So there was a drive to the basket. We had contact and foul. So rotating from lead to the table with the foul call. Okay, we got 14-20, 5-0, 3 fouls to 2. It hasn't been a nice, clean game as of yet. A lot of fouls early in the game. As we start this game, we now have to be consistent and continually call what we have been calling to start this game. Michael, you were the C on this play at 13:30. Since most of the players are on the line, the free throw line, over to your right, you can step on the court a little more, to step into the play because all the players have moved on the other half of the court. All right, good job. Keeping eyes on the court. Good job. Joe, you had a foul call. What happened? So, Joe, you want to look at that at 12:15? You had a hold. The coach from Hilbert's asking what happened. What was your call there? Was that a hold?
He pushed number
Okay.
3 blue.
On your mechanic with the push, go ahead. On that mechanic, be very strong and say, there's a push.
Yeah.
Be confident, strong whistle.
Yeah.
So I told Joe on a call, on the call, you have to be strong mechanics, a good hard blast on the whistle, and a good strong foul call, and then a good mechanic to tell the coach that we had a push, because he's wondering what was going on. The play hasn't been very good. It's 5-2 in about 9 minutes of play. You have 6 fouls to 2, so they're out of whack. Bonus, Hilbert's got 7. Plymouth's got 2. I mean, they're kind of looking at you like the coaches are saying, what? They are committing fouls. You guys are doing a good job at the foul calls. Do a little ticky-tack stuff, but God, they're not playing basketball. Now maintain your composure and see what's going on. Make sure that that's all good. We should be looking for illegal screens. Joe, you were the C. The kid missed him, but he was set up to be illegal. Nothing happened, so good no call. Mike had a foul at 8:50, got it on the white for over the back. I'm not sure if he displaced that player or not, but I would look at that and say, when the guy hit the ball, did he displace the defender? Did he gain an advantage by swatting over the kid's head? Just take a look at that. Joe had a foul on a push. Joe, you were the lead, and there was you called a foul. I want you to look at that. I don't think that's a play that had to be called. I think that was a nothing. The coach is over there looking like a puzzled look. I don't think that should have been. That wasn't?
I don't think so.
I just told him. Schultz was going to look over at me, and I went,
When you're going to call that foul, you better tell everybody right away it's on the pass.
yeah. I also told Joe, I said, when you call a foul, you better prove to everybody that you got a foul. Good strong blast. I got to push. Don't say I got to push it. You got to sell it. The game is not being played well, and they're not officiating it well. So it's pretty sloppy. .604, it's 8-6. Nothing? Nope. That's all good. got 4:45 left. It's 10-8. He almost got as many fouls as a score. 8-4. Jaquetta, you had a 3-point shot as the trail. You scored it, everything's fine, but stay with that shooter. Make sure it comes down, and then you may get out of the way and get a different coverage area. Drag it. Good get, good get. Good job. Michael had a nice travel call. He dragged his foot while he was trying to pass. Good job. Okay, we had a drive to the basket. Michael's the lead. He had a hit to the wrist. Look at the film and see if he really got him I don't know if he got him good or just a little bit, but the ball went in the basket. Might be a decision to either not call a foul or not. The foul looked tiny or minute, but maybe to have a patient whistle would have been probably a better idea. .2:30 to go in the first half. The basketball hasn't been very pretty. All right, the ball's not falling. 14-8. I think Hilbert's ahead. All right, the kids have settled down a little bit, starting to move the ball. Ball's going in the hole. 17-10, a minute and 18 to go. That first 10 minutes was pretty ragged, not very good basketball. And he hit his, go in. When he got a foul on the baseline like that, start taking a few steps in just to make sure you're ready in case something happens.
Yeah.
Just get that.
Get my basketball bearings in.
Oh, yeah.
That's the last time.
Okay.
It was in March.
I said, when you have a hard foul like that, you really got to walk in and make sure those kids don't clobber each other. Because you're going to be one of the first ones there. Because the calling official has things on their mind. At the 5-minute mark, it was 12-8 or something. Wow. Oh.
It's like also when I have a true shooter, they got to allocate 5.
Yeah, yeah. Yell at her to come.
What's her name?
Jaquetta. Oh, so you're just checking it out? All right. So,
Oh, go ahead. Do you need to do it?
no, okay, no. If the score is, I just thought she's. If they're visiting, I didn't want her to visit.
Oh.
All right. That was pretty well horrendous basketball that first 10 or 12 minutes.
10, 12 minutes.
When the play was ugly and silly, you guys look ugly and silly. The accuracy and consistency of the calls in the 10 minutes, watch the film because my voice is kind of dead. But just watch the film and see what you're doing. I made some comments about little things, a couple foul calls, maybe a more patient whistle. See the whole play instead of blowing the whistle so quickly. Let the ball hit the backboard. If it goes in, then call it and count it, or blow the whistle or not blow the whistle. So there's a couple. There's a couple little things. They're not playing basketball. The kids are handsy. They're. You can see how they play that they don't know what's going on, but part of it is because they're not very good, or they're not playing very good. And I know the coaches, they're looking at some of the calls, and just remember, and now we have the second half. That first half was kind of ugly. The last 5 minutes was decent basketball, but the ball went in the hole. In this second half, be ready, because remember I talked about establishing a relationship? In my mind now, neither coach has a lot of strong faith in the crew. So at halftime, I would say to the crew, we didn't have a bad half, but we need a better second half with game management, aware of the heightened emotion. Let's be aware. So if you get a timeout, get the other and say, hey, at this time we have this. If the coaches get a little excitable, talk to them. They've been pretty good. These guys are good, both coaches. They kind of look at me and go, like, it's okay. So, I mean, good calls. Everything's going good. Just be selective as a crew, as the lead, trail, and C, be on the same page. Have a really good, strong second half, okay? Doesn't it work good?
No, it's working.
Man. All right, one thing I forgot to mention. We had a made basket, and after that you gave 2 free throws. That's a new one, so when you watch the film, take a look at, it was later in the first half. All right, we got going in the second half. Attaboy. That was a good get, Michael. He pushed him right in the back. That's good. Yep, help him out. right, that was a good get. Good job. Good foul call, Joe. Minute mark. Second half started kind of slow. Hey, we just had a travel. Jaquetta at 17:45. The kid pitter pattered. And you were the C. As the C, that play was right in front of you. The kid pitter pattered. So it should have been a travel. Joe, I want you to look at that foul call you just made as the lead at 17-20. I'm not sure that was such a hard foul. That's something maybe you could pass on, unless you really heard a good hard slap. It didn't look like a good call, a foul call. Joe, you're not at the 28-foot line.
The ball's inbound. There's a foul in the corner. They administered the throw.
Yeah. And you went there. Again.
What the hell was that? I might be hungover, but I still saw that.
At 16:20, we had a snafu on the baseline. There's a jump ball called at the end, but Jaquetta, you were going to raise your arm and you put it back down. You were going to call a foul, but you did not. You changed your mind. So we could see your arm go up and down with no whistle. All right. After that play, 5:20, 15:20. At 15:20, we had a foul. The kids are now after a scrum of a little bit. The play has escalated to like we have to heighten our awareness on how they're playing this game. When you get a chance as a crew, the play is sloppy. Now they're all worried about either hacking or not hacking. They're not playing basketball, they're playing football. So we have to heighten our awareness on the physicality of this game at this point. This game could go right down the shitter if they don't get it together.
Turn that off for a second.
All right.
For being here in Boston for 2 days,
So show.
He calls obvious stuff, which
Yes.
he doesn't. I'm not seeing anything that I was like, nah.
Out of the ordinary.
Yeah, like that's not foul.
Yeah. 13:30, Mike. That was a good get on a hold. Mike, you've had good selection within your lead, trail, and C calls. You've been very consistent. Jaquetta. All right. I can see right now, with the way the game is being played and the way the game is being officiated, you are all questioning yourself on your foul selections or violation sections. A couple of you put your hands up, bring them back down, no call. So I think you guys are trying to think too much and just react and do your job. Don't overthink things. So we got a 31-20 score, 3-3 in fouls. This hasn't been the prettiest of games. Did you see that a little bit?
Yeah. But it really had no impact on the play.
There was a tug on a jersey, no whistle, and Mark just said no impact on the play, and I agree.
I get it's a foul, but I would probably pass on that just because of.
There was a drive to the basket, and
It's not really worth an and one.
yeah, stop a play like that. You take a basket away from a team that probably won't look right.
Yeah. If you're gonna grab the jersey tug that's real is when like something happens.
Yeah.
Not. Oh yeah, but you still went. It's not really.
Everybody could see it. Yep. Got 10 minutes to go. 13-point game. One of these moments, they're going to try to cut into that lead.
There's no games at the high school today, are there? It's just this. This ball is not as good as the mono. Well, when I see this, it makes me glad I don't work like the Hilberts anymore. Like I don't have those high school teams anymore.
I'll say this. The more you work college ball and the more you get away from high school, when you come back to work a high school game, you are now become one of the officials that are abnormal because normally they're getting bad officiating, and when you come in and work that one game, your game is totally different than what they've been seeing of 90% of the games. So you're the oddball, and you're the one that's bad, not them. Mike Knesp and I always had that. Mike and I would come to the game. All the other officials would call that. Because we were good.
But the perception was you guys are terrible.
And the rest of them were good. Exactly. All right. Mark, you talk.
About what? Which one? The whole?
It's
lots of
no. There's a lot of little things. This game is not a very well played game, but here's what you have to think about. We have a 17-point lead at 8 minutes. There's going to be one last charge from the losing team to get back in the game. Now, if the ball don't go in the hole in a few minutes, then it'll become desperate, and then they start fouling more than what it is now. So heighten your game and say, I know it's coming. I know they're going to beat the shit out of each other.
Well, it is coming. It's going to happen.
So be prepared.
It's not getting any prettier.
This 17-point game, we know who's going to win. But we want the game to end on a good note so that the newspaper and the TV say 3 people, 1 person dead, 2 in the hospital. Hello, we're going to have a court order by the dad because my kid got a concussion.
I'll finish it.
I thought I had closing moments.
I got that. I got it. I like the closing moments. The gospel according to Don. Up the floor. Hey, yo! Woo! All right. Let's talk this coverage right now. I don't know if we'll see where you're standing, but this last inbound as they came up the floor, there's full court pressure. Our new lead is all the way down here. What we would say is you want to be just so you can manage the last competitive matchup. Players standing like 8 feet apart, not competitive matchup. Keep that in mind. So just think about things. Woo! A lot of jersey tugs. I would talk. I would use my voice. Do tell him to look, because if the foul's on the outside, it's his responsibility. The inside is her responsibility.
I pushed him on his hip and his ass.
Woo! Remember, our college mechanics is just a whoop and a point. No hand up for an out of bounds. Violations and fouls. Violations and fouls. Violation and foul. Ready, break. I'm just thinking in my head, like here it'd be great because we could put it, you know, we could mount it on the, right up there, and then we could put it on the bleachers, on top of the bleachers. So this here would work, Kakana would not. And you would just say, look, game's on court 2, they have a shot clock. Potentially.
Yeah.
Whoever winds up on 2, doesn't matter, you're gonna have a shot clock. The thing is, when you have high school and college switching all the time, that would be the downfall. You have to say, you say like, these are college officials, this game will have, I don't know if coaches would like that though.
That would be the other thing when Tom talked to Kate. Can we experiment with a shot clock at our camps? Would you want to come and see the experiment? Would you think about it? Is it time to do that? Get Kate involved with that decision. And have Kate and Mark talk. Well,
Good rotation. I mean, position, not rotation, position adjustment. Hit it. Shoot the ball. Oh no, now you don't want to shoot. Big man can't shoot the three. Swish. Hey. Ball game.